Hola y bienvenidos al curso de Español 305-801, composición en español. Yo soy el profesor Stevens. Este curso es 100% asincrónico, así que no nos vemos en vivo. Sin embargo, sí nos mantenemos en contacto por medio del Zoom. Entonces, este video es una especie de orientación al curso y ahora estoy en Canvas, plataforma sumamente importante para nosotros, ya que tenemos información sobre el curso, las tareas, los proyectos de escritura, etc. Entonces, voy a entrar primero aquí en los módulos. Aquí vemos que aquí hay mucha información. Tenemos, por ejemplo, plataforma en línea de libro de texto, que por cierto se llama Taller de Escritores. También tenemos recursos estudiantiles en la forma del programa de estudios, consejos para las tareas y los proyectos de escritura. También alguna información práctica sobre cómo escribir los acentos diacríticos y los otros símbolos. Y también tenemos una tutoría de gramática gratis que puede ser de gran utilidad. También otros consejos aquí sobre manejar el Zoom y la plataforma Canvas. Aquí algunos libros recomendados en español. A veces me preguntan mis estudiantes si les puedo recomendar algunos libros en español. Aquí tenemos un listado de algunos buenos, altamente recomendados, y cuando tengan tiempo pueden ver todo esto. Es toda una lista y etcétera. Entonces pueden explorar. Lo que les digo a mis estudiantes es que si quieren escribir mejor, hay que leer mejor. Así que cuanto más lean, mejor van a escribir. Eso sí es cierto, confirmado. Entonces, cuidado. Aviones. Un poco de ruido, pero vamos a seguir. Vale, entonces, ¿qué más? Bien. Bueno, también tenemos algunos periódicos en línea. Si quieren hojear algún periódico en español, tenemos El Mundo de España, tenemos La Opinión de Los Ángeles, Estados Unidos, y también uno mexicano, El Universal de la Ciudad de México. También algunas recomendaciones en cuanto a películas y series en español. Tenemos, por ejemplo, El Marginal. Es una serie argentina, mucha acción, toma lugar en una cárcel, en una prisión en Buenos Aires. Fascinante, cuidado, porque hay mucha violencia y hay bastante sexo también, así que no es para todos, pero a mí me encanta, sobre todo por el dialecto. El argentino es muy particular y a mí me encanta esta serie. También tenemos Mar de Plástico. Esta es una española, toma lugar en el sur de España. Es una especie de serie detective, también muy buena, pero cuidado, otra vez hay acción, hay violencia y un poco de sexo también. Parece que hay un patrón aquí. Y también Narcos, hay varias temporadas, empieza en Colombia y después pasa a México, entonces hay varios años, varias temporadas. Y también es una serie buenísima. Entonces, por ahora, yo creo que es todo lo que tenemos en cuanto a los módulos. Vamos a entrar un poco más aquí en Syllabus, programa de estudios. Luego, si tienen preguntas, se pueden comunicar conmigo. Bien, esto está escrito en inglés, so I think I'm going to switch over to English for a sec. So, remember, this is asynchronous, which means not at the same time. So we don't meet in person or online. So, having said that, clearly, this is like a self-study course. So you work at your own pace to a certain extent. I mean, you've got deadlines, obviously. And I'm sort of in the background as big brother, directing you, commenting on your writing, answering your questions, tweaking things here and there. So you need to take advantage of me as a resource, just like you would a grammar manual or a dictionary or some other resource. So don't be afraid to use me. That's what I'm here for. And really, that's how you're going to get the most out of this particular course, is by my written comments. You'll see when it comes to the writing, at least for the big writing assignments, not so much the homework, but especially for the writing assignments, that I read every single word that you write, and I try to do my best. I'm not trying to get you. I'm just trying to say, take a look at this, take a look at that, clear this up. So basically, I'm a mirror that's just reflecting back on you without prejudice, and that's what I think you would want as far as someone to take an objective look at your writing, which is what I try to do. So let's see, ¿qué más? So you can look at the outcomes, look at the course descriptions, Zoom meetings. We don't have any scheduled Zoom meetings, but reach out to me if you want to meet with me one-on-one. We can always arrange a Zoom meeting. Just let me know by email, and I'll be in touch with you, and I'll set it up. And here's information for technical support. Canvas, if you have issues, call that number, check that website out. Also for Zoom, if you have issues. And again, you can always email me to set up a Zoom. And if you have issues with the Taller de Escritores online textbook, you can call this number or go online. And important note, Canvas as well as Taller. When I say Taller, I mean Taller de Escritores, so it's just a shortened version. Taller, these both work better with Google Chrome. So you can try to use other browsers, but they'll probably be problematic. So Google Chrome is the default browser. And here's some information on time commitment if you've never taken asynchronous course before. And attendance too. I mean, we don't have regular attendance, right? Because we don't have class. But at the same time, I'll be monitoring your progress and monitoring your logins. So you need to log in a couple of times a week just to make sure that you're keeping up with the course as far as the homework and the writing assignments. And here we have it, Taller de Escritores. Very important that you get the 3rd edition. So you don't have to worry about the bookstore. I would go directly to the publisher, which is Vista Higher Learning. And that's the best way to proceed. It's cheaper, and you can get direct access. There's no lag time. You don't have to wait for something to arrive because they'll let you have your access code immediately. And you don't need to get a hard copy of the text. You can if you want, and that obviously will come in the mail. But you don't need to. You can go completely digital. It's a little bit cheaper. And it gives you access to everything that you need. And the problem with buying a used book, of course, is that it's not going to give you access to the technology you need, and then you're going to have to buy a standalone separate access code. So it's going to end up costing you more. So the best way to proceed is go to Vista Higher Learning, click on the store, and type in Taller de Escritores. Scroll down, and you should see 2 options: print plus digital access for $168. And digital access only for $120. Choose one. Either option's fine because both include the VText. VText is simply online textbook, as well as a super site code for the online homework. So you need 2 basic things. You need the online textbook as well as the super site code. You can also go online textbook, super site code, and print if you need something to write on if you're tactile, but it's going to cost you $48 more. So you have the option at least. And so this page looks something like that. Again, either of these would be okay. Print plus digital or digital only. Both are good. Buy your book, and once you've purchased it, you can follow the directions on how to create your account and enroll in my particular course. So go to VHL, go to Taller, online platform, blah, blah, create an account, just follow these steps. If you have any issues, if you get stuck, you can watch their video and keep going, and yeah, so that's all about that. Now, Canvas, again, is our main course platform, and it's super important because you can always see what your grades are, what your current grades are, because I load them in there, and what the current homework assignment is and what's coming up down the pike. And I don't have a calendar for the entire semester set up. I used to do that, but there were so many changes and there were so many places to have to make those changes, it became confusing. So we go like a week at a time, or at the most 2 weeks at a time, and I think that's much better. Leads to a lot less confusion. So, but you'll know what's coming along up the pike, down the pike. And so anyway, if you need to get to Canvas, if you don't have prior experience with Canvas, just simply log into Canvas here and use your UNCW credentials, data to get in your UNCW email password. Here are some other resources that you're going to need. UNCW email account, that's the one that you need to use with me. I can't use any other accounts. So this is our official mode of communication. It's got to be your UNCW. And you need a decent computer, updated, that can handle the software and the apps that we use. You need a high-speed internet connection, headset, earphones with mic. The ones that come with smartphones are perfectly fine. Webcam, I don't know if it's going to be that important. I throw it in there just in case. Sometimes I have students do videos. I'm not really sure, but for now it's always good to have a webcam. If you don't panic. Don't go out and buy one, but you might need one. And YouTube free account, that might become important in the future, but it's free, so you can always get it. And word reference is pretty cool. It's sort of an online Spanish dictionary. You have to be careful because you have to consider the source, but it's pretty good. If you have questions about what's the difference between ahí with 2 L's and ahí with an H. And so you can go there and reconcile those differences. It's pretty good. And what else? Google Docs. It's always good to have that. A lot of students use Google Docs instead of Word. Word or Google Docs, either of those should be fine. And let's see. Evaluation is based on the homework, which is 30%. Chapter quizzes, 30%. And writing assignments, a little bit more, 40%. Grading scale, normal y corriente, no surprises. Here's a little more info on the homework. So the majority, if not all of your homework, is coming from the Taller VHL website. It consists of vocab, readings, grammar, and cultural studies. You'll find the individual assignments and their due dates on the Taller online calendar. And please make sure to complete all assignments by 11:59. Everything's always due at midnight on the indicated due date. And here's an important note. Missing or doing poorly on one chapter's homework will not hurt your overall grade, as the lowest grade will be dropped at the end of the term. So the lowest homework chapter grade will be dropped at the end of the term. So that should boost your average, and that should help somewhat. And chapter quizzes, we hope to have 6. Excuse me. And you take these on the Taller online platform. So you take these at home online, and each chapter quiz focuses on the vocab and major grammar points presented in the respective chapter, and will be similar to the homework exercises. The quizzes also contain short writing components, and these quizzes are not proctored. Therefore, theoretically, you could use your textbook and notes. Nevertheless, it's always best to treat these tests as if they were proctored and without the possibility of using notes. How well you do on these quizzes without all of your resources will be the best indicator of your progress in the acquisition of Spanish grammar and writing skills throughout the term. Quizzes are timed, need to be completed in one sitting because they cannot be reopened. Please understand that once you open the quiz, you must complete it within the allotted times. Times will vary according to the quiz component. And the lowest chapter quiz grade will be dropped at the end of the term, so missing or doing poorly on one will not hurt your overall grade. Quizzes are always due at midnight on the due date on the course calendar, and students may turn in quizzes before the due date if they wish to, so you can do a little bit early. And no late quizzes will be accepted. This is why the lowest grade will be dropped. Writing assignments represent the culminating writing activity of each chapter. You'll be given explicit instructions as well as a rubric for each project. These assignments must be completed by their due dates and uploaded directly into Canvas. And the lowest writing assignment will be dropped at the end of the term. So missing or doing poorly on one will not necessarily hurt your grade. These assignments are due at 11:59 on the indicated due dates on Canvas. It must be uploaded directly into Canvas. No late writing assignments will be accepted. That's how the lowest grade is dropped. And a note about late work and makeups. Now, the VHL homework may be submitted late. However, there will be a 5% reduction per day of the grade. No makeups for chapter quizzes and writing assignments. And important note, problems with your computer or internet connection will not be accepted as valid reasons for making up assignments. Please have a backup plan ready. Academic honor code, you can check that out here. If you need more information, you can go in here. Plagiarism is a big deal. Make sure that your work is your own, and if you need further guidance as well as what plagiarism is, you can go to this link, and if you're still not clear, you can bring to me concrete examples. And Respect Compact, we have the utmost respect for all of our colleagues. And Disability Services, if you have any particular issues, please consult the experts at Disability Services, and then they'll get in touch with me, and I'll do my best to accommodate you. Well, I think that's enough for now. I really hate long videos. Why? Because students, por supuesto, se aburren. Entonces vamos a dejarlo ahí y estaré en contacto con ustedes muy pronto, en los próximos días, un par de días, para hablar del primer capítulo y para explorar un poco más el sitio, la plataforma de VHL. Pero por ahora ya estudien este programa de estudios, y si tienen preguntas, por favor pónganse en contacto conmigo. Si no, nos veremos muy pronto. Hasta luego, suerte con todo.